If you were a villain and could choose any animal to fight by your side, what animal would you choose and why? Komodo dragon. Actually, the Komodo dragon would be the main villain, and it'd be the companion animal. I can see it, the hero beats you down, and you laugh and say, oh, you thought I was the boss, and the Komodo stands on two legs and starts laughing. A raccoon. Better yet, make it a pack of raccoons, each with its own specific skill set. I read that wrong at first. I was trying to figure out why trash pandas needed a skillet. Sea slug. Nobody would be expecting that. Hermes syndacraticornis. Terror of the intertidal. Eater. I'd like to thank Brusker and Brusker. A silverback gorilla. He can provide close range protection while I attack from a distance. Also, gorillas can tear the arms off a human pretty quickly, lift cars and even cuddle kittens. HMM. Excellent. All three will be important in my quest for world domination. But are they gentle lovers? If only real animals are allowed, an elephant. If made up animals are allowed, a demon elephant. Elephant. Hippo. When a hippo shit, they spin their tails in order to spread it all over the place. The radius they cover can reach up to 10 meters. I didn't believe this at first, but I googled it, and I'm sad that you're right. Then it led me here. https://yauta.b/nw5gvlbzs0. I saw it happen on a 3rd grade field trip at the zoo. My friend and I were hysterically laughing and trying to point it out to our other classmates. The teacher was mortified. She also had no idea they did that. Black panther. Lethal. Stealthy. Agile. Badass. Checks all the villain criteria. Thanks. 3rd in my class at villain school. A rhino. They can flip a car with basically no effort. Hippos are basically the same thing except marine, and instead of one big horn they have a trash compactor for a face. African trash compactor is my new favorite name for hippos. Honey badger. Self-explanatory. Honey badger don't give a shit. Bro, it has been forever since I have seen that video. That dude fucking annihilated that African beehive though. God, I wanna see a beehive. A Cape buffalo. They're massive tanks and they also understand the concept of revenge. Supposedly, they can remember, https://www.sundestinations.co.za/blog/10 wacky facts about the Cape buffalo / an individual years after being wounded/threatened, and will do everything they can to hunt down and kill the person. And also they're the closest thing to a minotaur I could have as a real world animal. They're essentially minotaurs, but the other half is also tautors. I would probably choose a flying one, either an eagle or owl, but since I am gonna be a villain, one of those giant vultures would suffice. Owls are a pretty common villain theme in comics. Who? A Florida man. Provide me with meth and I am in. I know that the state motto, their state bird is the brick. A goose. Specifically this one goose at my local golf course I always feed crackers to when I go by the lake on the 3rd hole. He's cool with me, and I'm pretty sure he'd be down to fuck shit up, as long as I provide crackers. So your super villain name would be Maverick? Canadian goose. Just one is fine. Dude, it's supposed to be a sidekick, not the actual villain. Grizzlies. Theotanks. A full-grown exemplary grizzly bear is probably worth a lot more than any who goes face to it. And they look cuddly. Edit 1. Wow. Never knew this would get upvoted that much. I changed my mind. I am going with Kodiak bears instead. Why not polar? They would melt too fast. A white tiger, because they look awesome. It could also camouflage and help you take over the Arctic. That place is pretty much up for grabs right now, and in a few decades, will be prime real estate. If you have any stories, please share them in the comments section below. Courage the cowardly dog. The hero lies broken on the ground. Gun pressed against their forehead. The things I do for love. Bang. A crab named Citizen Slips. Edit. Holy crap. My first award for a Futurama reference. Thanks. An elephant who never forgets to kill. A badger with a troubled past. And nothing left to lose. Animal from Muppet Babies. He seems like Halo has been through a few fights. I love that you explicit want the baby version, and not like Animal from Muppets. pangolin. This guy current events. A raven. Because ravens are awesome. The killer arbiter of Cabanog. Only a holy hand grenade can stop us now. Edit. A letter. Black cat. You just can't be a villain without a black cat. Modern villains tend to go with white cats. Imagine tracking the villain down to the end of a pier on a grey rainy day. The waves are crashing, and she's completely alone. Out of options. Nowhere to go. When suddenly she turns around and makes a motion with her hand and a number of Lovecraftian tentacles shoot out from the dark waters, some swelling in the air. Others grabbing your companions and dragging them off the dock and into the abyss as they frantically, pleadingly try to reach out for anything to help. Only you remain. You draw your weapon. Giant squid. Me. Takes like 5 steps back to get out of range. You underestimate the sheer power and intellect of squids. 1. They can easily come out of the water. That's no problem for them. 2. They can alter their skin color and structure, so you might not even notice they left the water. 3. They can lose tentacles and will grow them back. 4. While their flesh is soft and can fit into any shape, they can also alter the structure to be hard, so they can take hits without getting damaged, and they can whack you too. 5. Some of them, especially from deep sea, have chitin teeth on their suckers or thorns on their tentacles to kill prey more easily. 6. Their bite is venomous. 7. They have 3 hearts and 9 brains and are hard to kill. Even when dead, their tentacles keep moving. And you're telling me 5 steps back are enough to escape a giant squid? Cheers on your optimism. Edit. Due to translating back and forth between English and German, I thought squids are basically a superclass for octopi, calamari etc. That's wrong. And point 7 doesn't apply to squids. Edit 2. And also it's octopi who can leave the water. Squids cannot. Folks, stop upvoting this. This is the typical guy says the wrong thing in a cool way Reddit post. Me culpa. I did not know that. Better take 7 really big steps back to be safe. An emu. That did win the Emu War of 1932. That's a great choice. I was an opossum cause I think it'd be funny. You were? He got better. Does it have to be a real animal? If so, I pick a capybara. Giant guinea pig friend for life. If not, I pick a dragon. Those things can fuck you up. I feel like this movie ends with the heroes slaying the villain and adopting the capybara because they are so chill and everyone loves them. But the capybara slowly and subtly pushes the heroes towards villainy because he was the real villain all along. A velociraptor. You didn't say the animal can't be extinct. A velociraptor is roughly the size of a turkey. If you want something similar to what was seen in Jurassic Park except even bigger, you can go with the Utahraptor. Wolverine. What's the most appealing thing about wolverines? Huge claws and teeth. Super aggressive. Fast moving. Like a honey badger on meth. So what happens when a wolverine gets on meth? Gonna go with polar bear or tiger, pretty much the only animals that consider themselves above us on the food chain. I see you have never met a chihuahua or a goose. A cock and balls with spider legs. Why? Well, imagine that. It'd scare the shit out of anyone. You'd have to pet it all the time though. Gently stroke it while it sits in your lap as you monologue to the hero, who looks on with disgust and keeps asking you to repeat things. So you just shoot him in the head. With the dick or with a gun. Fictional or non-fictional? If fictional, I would choose the Chimera from the I'm Number 4 series. A shape-shifting dog would be pretty dope to have as a villain. If non-fictional, I would choose a Titanoboa. A giant slithering snake would for sure be useful in situations where I have to strike fear in people. If it's fictional, Cthulhu would be kinda useful. A Terisk. This is the correct answer. Yeah, until a Dragolich pops up. Or maybe that's just me. Let's create a custom creature then. An Eldrazi Dracolich Terisk. A polar bear. Or a honey badger. The first one because it's fearsome. The second because of the memes. The meerkat. These things can be fierce. Sound the alarm. Get in the burrow. It's a cat. A fucking swan. Cat. Because every villain needs a cat to sit on their lap. That makes me look like genius villain with a plan. A rat. Killed 2/3 of Europe. Actually it was the fleas on the rats. Get yourself some villainous fleas. A cute little puppy. I would use it as a shield, and who from the good guys would hurt an innocent puppy heart? Panther. Because if it's good enough for Skeletor, it's good enough for me. Flamingo. As people are confused why there is a random flamingo running around, I would have already aimed my shot and would be ready to fire. Assuming I could train it well. A spitting cobra. Sneaky, quiet, disruptive and deadly when necessary. Probably any character from the Sonic fetish fandom. Only a very few people would want to mess with that. The what now? Trust me, you do not want to go down that rabbit hole. Anyone who wants to go down that rabbit hole probably also wants to go in a rabbit hole. Probably my cat. It would be a great representation of my villain abilities. Could come up with some malicious / nefarious plans, but too lazy to see them come to fruition. An ordinary platypus with a fedora. Parry the platypus. Bats are cute. Plus they could just fly into my enemy's mouth and bam. Coronavirus. My nemesis is Mom. Aerithis is Star Boyo. Aries that. A Roomba. With a knife taped to it. Adahela's doing his best deed. One of Carol Baskin's tigers. Just Carol Baskin. A honey badger. You can't kill one of those little fuckers. And because of our evil bond. If I die, you die because it'll rip your dick off. A penguin because it's cute and it waddles. Sloth. Once I capture the secret agent, I won't have to build an elaborate kill the hero slowly machine. I will just tell the sloth to stab them to death. Crows. They're smart as fuck. I wreck Binoson. Provided he has his armor. My dog. She makes me happy. A butterfly. It is self-explanatory. I've wanted a chameleon for 14 years. If my only chance to have one is being a supervillain, then sign me the hell up. Another human. But like, a big one. With a machine gun and a samurai sword. Eagle. Am the strongest eyes in the animal kingdom. Can spot a rabbit from 3.2 kilometers away. Will give me the best advanced warning for any approaching heroes and I can plan accordingly. And if you get caught, the eagle can pick up a kid and you can say so. What will it be? Me or the kid? Slow lorries. Cute enough to lure unaware foes closer. And deadly with a single bite. Humans are animals. So a drop-dead gorgeous Playboy model scantily clad in alluring attire rocking some high-end handheld artillery and automatic weapons. Not to use the weapons. Just to distract or people attracted to women with looks. And the rest with the potential to be shredded by her glittering arsenal. In the meantime, I will have taken advantage of this lack of attention on me to carry out my cunning and brilliant plan. Hence claiming all of Ben and Jiraiya's cookies and cream ice cream tubs for my own. Wahahahaha. Fools. You feel right into my trap. My mom enters. She throws a chancler at you for having this young lady dressed so improperly. She then takes your ice cream and tells you to pray and clean your room. All while taking your sidekick and telling her not to degrade herself. Pork notiens vergunza. Major, she asks her with disappointment. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe for more content.